It's 8 a.m. and 78 degrees in Acapulco, Mexico. You're listening to Lofi Poli Sci.
I see you. I see.
I bring it down like.
I see you. I see.
I bring it down like.
Lofi Poli Sci, how we doing out there? Dr. P right here, talking our famous question. What's going on in the world today? And if you're out there hearing our voice, then connect to us, people, for all your local Lo-Fi updates. Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, we're all over the place. People, check us out. Now, today we're starting off in Slovakia, where there was an attempted assassination on the Prime Minister of the country. The Prime Minister was shot by a firearm and has gone through multiple surgeries and is stable. But beyond that, we do not know. Publicly, we do not know, and the Slovakian government isn't telling us very much about the assailant or the agenda of the assailant. Question marks surround the assailant's attempt. Worrying, this is. We'll definitely be keeping an eye out on this, people. Keep your ears to the ground. Something's going down. Now let's head out to South America and the country of Peru, where last week the government made a decree that transgender and several other gender identities were a mental illness. The LGBTQ plus protest started almost immediately afterward. And we all too often think that the world is moving forward, and then you stop and you take a look around the world, and you see things like this happening all too often in far too many places. Human rights, democracy, self-autonomy, sovereignty, all words that get thrown around with little thought about what they really mean and what they look like in practice. But Pride Month is coming up next month, real fast in June. And I'm sure we'll be hearing a whole lot more about stories like these. Ears open, people, ears open. Now, updates to a previous story about Vietnam's president leaving office. Corruption scandal? ? Yes, corruption, of course it is. The Vietnamese Communist Party, though, is handling all that behind closed doors. But now the public security minister is being nominated as the new president. And the National Assembly, which is Vietnam's Congress, will vote on it this week to make it official. And really, it's already a done deal. The government is the Communist Party, and the Communist Party is the government. And once they make a decision, all government agrees. Simple as that. Transitions of power are simply not a big deal when you're a single-party authoritarian country. There's no competition for the public to see, and no voting for the public to do. Communism. It still exists, people. Now you know. And for our next one, we're heading just a little west of Vietnam. To Thailand we go, where a 28-year-old woman died in prison during her hunger strike. She was in prison for breaking Thailand's lèse-majesté laws. Now, we've talked about these laws a lot in the more than 4 years of Lofi Poli Sci. But for those who do not know, those who are newer to the show, lèse-majesté laws in Thailand state that if you talk bad about the monarchy, the king, the royal family that is, that you can get up to 15 years in prison. Period. And this woman was protesting against those laws and was imprisoned for it and went on a hunger strike to protest her arrest, and they simply let her die. Because someone says talking bad about the king is wrong? How many times does Lofi Poli Sci got to say it, people? Well, you already know. Just say it out loud for us. And a last piece of news to send you on your way for the day. To Taiwan we go, who now has a brand new president, and who is going to make Taiwan amazing, and all the problems with China will disappear, and life in Parliament will be way better than before, or not at all. The new president is about to officially start the job, and on this past Friday, a fight broke out in Parliament. And no, I do not mean a disagreement. I mean a literal fist fight. And what are they fighting about? What are parliamentarians and representatives fighting about? ? What do people in government have to actually go to fisticuffs about? Rules. parliamentary rules about corruption. Because corruption is real, and maybe, just maybe, well, you already know. Politicians, corruption, monarchy. Geez, it's only Monday, my friends. Love you, Lo-Fi. And this, just a snap of what's going on in the world today.
I see.
I bring it down like.
Lofi Poli Sci is more than just me. It's the we that we be. Pickering, signing off.